What's up, YouTube? Your girl is wrecked. This reading is a weird one. If you've never been here before, hi, all that stuff. I'll get into that later. Anyways, just a short little blurb about this reading. I started channeling and reading about a couple hours before the Scorpio lunar eclipse that we had the other day. I read all the way through the eclipse, and then a few hours after the eclipse, I am a 13-degree Scorpio moon, and that is the degree that the eclipse was happening on. So I got real inspired, and you guys all have super long, hour-long readings. Please watch for all of your placements, because I put a lot of time and effort into these things. And just a warning, there's a very long intro before each sign's reading gets started. It will be the same on every sign, so you don't need to watch it multiple times, but please watch it one time, please, for several reasons. Mostly because I get into the Sabian symbols involved for the degrees of this eclipse. I also get into the astrology behind the eclipse. I also talk about the Scorpio Taurus nodes series of eclipses that this energy deals with. I also go through all 13 decks that I used in this reading, and yes, 13, that is correct. So watch it one time, all right? And then I'll put timestamps so you can skip it all the other times, because I know it's a lot. Anyways, please watch these. They're very important. And if you guys want to book a reading just like this one you're about to see for yourself, email me with the title Scorpio Eclipse Reading at ASouthernStrega@gmail.com. That's also in the description box. And I will be offering those for $50, all right? And that is like $25 off my normal hourly price, because these will be an hour long at least for each sign, okay? Love you guys so much. All right, let's get started with your reading. Oh, hey y'all, how you doing? Welcome to my channel. If you've never been here before, or if you have been here before, either way, you're in for a huge treat today. I am doing probably the longest and most important free reading I've ever done in the history of me reading tarot today. In honor of the crazy Scorpio lunar eclipse that we just had here. It's going on right now. I started these readings midnight, the night of the eclipse. I'm planning on doing them all through the witching hour and up until sunrise, all right? This is going to be an intense reading. I have 13 decks to celebrate the Scorpio energy of the death card, number 13, all right? A lot of them are oracles, and there are also 5 tarot decks, okay? 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, yep, 5. 5 tarot decks, 8 oracle decks, okay? If you don't want to hear my intro, there will be timestamps in the description box below where you can skip straight to your signs reading. I'm going to do a free extended on Southern Strega Studies, my other channel, so make sure that you are subscribed over there. I will provide that link in the description box below to that free extended. During that extended, I will give you the book reading, all right? See, because I've got all these oracle cards and these big information in here. This is all going to be intuitive today on the tarot channel. For the extra info for the book stuff, that will be your free extended. So definitely check that out to get a deeper meaning behind the cards that we pull today. So here is the order of how things are going to go. First, I'm going to show you all 13 decks that I have and the purpose of these decks and why I chose them. There's a method to my madness, all right? I'm going to give you a brief rundown of the Sabian symbols that I feel are important to this eclipse. And I am also going to give you a brief little astrological summary of this Taurus Scorpio eclipse node situation that's been going on since, end of 2021. And then after that, I'm going to do your readings, okay? So let's get to it. Let's start by looking at all these decks that I have and why I chose them. The first deck that we are going to be using is the Moonology deck, all right? It is a deck based on the cycles and the phases of the moon, okay? Because it's all just a phase, and this is one, and it's a very intense one, okay? After that, so that's going to determine what kind of phase the universe is seeing that you're in right now. So that's going to be a little general feeler for what's going on with you. After that, I'm going to use the Astrological Oracle to pull you a planetary energy as well as a zodiac energy. Also to gauge the overall general energies around you, working with you or against you right now, or that you might just need to be aware of. It also points to specific zodiac signs that you may or may not be dealing with, all right, or that you need to look out for, okay? After that, I have a deck I have not used yet. This is the only deck on the table that I have yet to use. It's brand new. I literally just did an unboxing for this deck on ASouthernStrega Studies. That link will be in the description box below, as well as links to the other decks that I'm using today that have been unboxed. I will also provide you with links to purchase all of these decks as well. Anyways, the third deck we'll be using is the Seasons of the Witch, the Beltane Oracle, all right? If you've watched my channel before, I have used the Seasons of the Witch Sabian Oracle and the Yule Oracle. I am obsessed with this deck, these decks, these artists, these people. I can't speak enough. So I'm excited to use this deck for the first time for you guys. We're using that one because Beltane is traditionally celebrated on May 1st, May Day, which is just had it, okay? So we are in the energy of Beltane right now. As a sort of short summary of what Beltane energy means, it's Empress energy. It's growing, it's self-care, it is love, it is sex, it is beauty, it is fruition, it's nurture, it's spring into summer energy. It happens right in between spring and summer. So your little seeds have already been planted, and now you have to be the Empress and tend to them to make sure that they can make it into the summer to thrive. That's the kind of energy we're working with. So I want to take a look at the Beltane Oracle and see what's going on there. All right, with that, since that's the energy that the universe is in right now, we work with the energies, okay? After the Beltane Oracle, we're going to take a look at this beautiful deck, the Universal Folk Oracle. I was born in West Virginia, in Appalachia, and raised in the South. But folk, my deal, all right? I'm using this deck specifically to get ancestral messages from your passed on loved ones. It is a universal folk oracle. The people in this deck are very varied and from all cultures and backgrounds. So I want to get an ancestral message from that. Following the folk oracle, we are going to jump into the Enchanted Map Oracle, okay? I want to pull some cards from here to see kind of what's on the road ahead for you, like where you're heading. And then I'm going to clarify those cards from the Enchanted Map with our next deck, which is the Wild Unknown Tarot. It is a beautiful nature-themed deck. So basically, I use the Unknown Tarot, what you don't see coming, what you don't know yet, to clarify what's up ahead on the path that you don't know what is on yet, okay? After that, I'm going to do what most people call a Celtic cross, but I call it a Slavic because I'm Italian and Slavic mostly, among a lot of other things. And I also kind of give different meanings to my positioning and things the way that I do my Celtic. So I'm going to do you a whole Celtic cross spread because that's what you guys know, but it's my Slavic cross, all right? Using the Santa Muerte Tarot, okay? Because this is a Scorpio eclipse. This is death energy. This is the saint of death, all right? Santa Muerte. We're going to pull the cross with the death cards, and then we're going to clarify it, all right, with the Ostara cards. Ostara is another, witchy season that basically culminates the beginning of spring. So it's death and rebirth. Get it? Scorpio energy. Death, rebirth, death, rebirth. So this is the Ostara Tarot and what it looks like. It is a stunning deck. Beautiful. When we're done doing that, and that's going to take a look at your current energy, your past energy, outside energies, things that are going on in your head, in the forefront and behind the scenes, a predicted final outcome, what's coming in your near future, things that you are hoping and fearing, as well as energy that you have best in your control is what that reading will look at, and I will clarify. Following that, I am going to get a few warning messages from one of my all-time favorite decks, the Hoodoo Tarot. All right, just to get some good advice and warning messages and a little history, because I'm a Gemini Venus and I love to learn. After that, I have my favorite deck of all time, the Edward Gorey Fantod pack, which is a bizarre, macabre deck that is meant to be absolutely ridiculous and just kind of lighthearted, weird Scorpio vibes for you. Okay, so yeah, this is this deck. It's a weird one. And I will read you the weird little messages that go with that. And after that, I'm going to give you all what you want, because everyone, I feel like, comes to my channel for love readings. That's what I'm the best at, but I don't hate doing them, but I want to steer people into more than just love. But you are getting a love reading today as well from the Romantic Tarot. This deck is also beautiful. I am an art reader if you've not been here before, so I use so many decks. I give you lots of different nuanced meanings for the energies, all right? So your love reading will come from the Romantic Tarot. Let's see. That is, yeah. So after that, that was the 11th deck. The 12th deck that I have for you guys, this is a cool one. I don't know if I've used it on the channel or not before, but I do think I did unbox it, so I'll leave you the link for that. It's called the Enchanted Spell Oracle. It's a medieval hedge witch, garden kitchen witch type oracle. It is very nature-based. It talks about plants and herbs. It also uses the Celtic zodiac, which is 13 signs, ironically enough. Scorpio energy there. A lot of the cards will have, those 13 goddesses that represent the 13 signs. They'll give the dates on there. So some of you might get very specific dates to look out for either people born during those dates or things that might be happening during those dates. They also give herbal remedies and like spell work kind of stuff. And I don't want to be like, you're really Harry Potter. No, this is like stuff my mom used to do. Like she would boil cinnamon sticks and orange peels and, bay leaves and things together. And she said it was to make the house smell good, but it was really for luck, abundance, and other things. It's got stuff like that, old school medieval hedge witch magic type stuff to help you manifest, all right, and work with the energies that are best at your disposal. So that is deck number 12, and we're going to close it out with, all right, a oracle card from the Mother Mary Oracle. All right, it is a beautiful, very spiritual deck. It has many emanations of the Virgin Mary and different, virtues that she represents. So I'm just going, and they're very, profound cards and meanings. So I really hope you tune in for the extended and go listen to what the book says, because they almost always bring me to tears. Like literally, like they're so inspiring. And I've been marinating this with a huge chunk of amethyst, because after the reading, I feel like that's going to be a good way to calm it down, is to offer you some comforting advice and kind of direction and a warm hug from Mother Mary. Okay. So hopefully you get a good little spell or, something to do here with the whatever spell oracle, and then Mother Mary will give you a pat on the back. So yeah. Okay. If you guys want to book a personal reading, that info is in the description box below as well. So yeah, that's an overview of all the decks we will be using. So I hope you stay and see this. It's going to be long. I got my cozy blankie, Cancer problems, get a blankie, get, something to drink. It's going to be a minute. All right, that was the decks. Let's go over the astrology type things that are going on right now. Why is this eclipse such a big deal? Why is this such a dramatic one? Why do we care? Why am I putting so much effort into this reading? This is a penultimate eclipse in Scorpio, all right, happening across, the Scorpio Taurus nodes. That's when eclipses happen, all right, is when the moon lines up specifically with one of the nodes, okay? This time it is lining up with the south node that is in Scorpio right now. So, nodes in astrology, your north node and your south node, are karmic, hugely karmic, okay? Your north node is kind of like your North Star. It's pointing you in the direction of your destiny. It's trying to lead you somewhere out of the darkness, all right? It's a guiding energy star. South node is past life karma, where you've come from, who you used to be, all right? Things like that. I am a Leo North Node and a Aquarius South Node. So the fact that I have had tumultuous relationships with, you know, Aquarians my entire life is indicative very much of my past life karma. I must not have been a very easy Aquarian in my past life. All right. So yeah, there's that. Nodes are highly karmic. These nodes are fixed sign nodes, which is even rougher because the fixed signs are the ones that do not bend. All right. There is no give. It's black or white. It's yes or no. It is sugar get off the pot. All right. It is like, you better do something, or you get this violent wake up call from Scorpio energy where death is, you know, exercised somewhere and forcing you to rebirth. Okay. The best advice I can give you astrologically for these is to roll with it and accept these endings with gratitude, because anything that's being removed from you or taken away from you at this point is for your greater good, whether or not you want to believe that or not, because a lot of you are probably going through a really brutal time. Trust me, all right? This is supposed to be a very sobering energy. Scorpio energy does not like fence riders. Scorpio rules the 8th house, all right, which rules death and taxes. The only two things in life that are certain, all right? Death and taxes. That's it. And that's Scorpio. Scorpio does not play, all right? This eclipse is happening, all right, around the 13 to 14 degree of Scorpio. So I suggest all of you take a look at your natal charts and see what, you know, placements you have around 13, 14 degrees Scorpio. I also highly recommend that you look around 3 degrees of Scorpio and Taurus for your north and south node, where the north and south node is currently. See what planets or houses, whatever these things fall in for you, that might guide you in a better direction as to what will be going on for you in a let go sense, okay? These don't have to be bad endings, but they're huge and they're dramatic and they're emotional, and, you know, they're very fixed sign, all right? They're very Leo, Scorpio, Aqua, Taurus. Like, if you know those energies, you understand they don't back down. They don't take a maybe. You have to decide, or it will be decided for you. It's like a parental energy from the universe, and they're smacking you in the face with something like a spoiled teenager, okay? So that kind of gives you a general overview astrologically, all right, about what's going on here. Now, I want to get into the Sabian symbols just very briefly, because if you get your girl on a Sabian symbol tangent, we'll be here until next week, okay? I am still trying to figure out a way to approach the Sabian symbols on my ASouthernStrega Studies channel and start having a discussion about them. But every time I feel like I've got a grasp, I get deeper in and I just keep learning about them. If you don't know what the Sabian symbols are, I do suggest you jump down that wormhole, especially, all right, to identify the degrees that you have planets and important placements in your birth chart, and correlate those with whatever the Sabian symbol is related to your placements, especially your personal planets. So like I said, I'm a 13-degree Scorpio moon, okay? The eclipse is happening on 13 and 14 degrees Scorpio. So we get to talk about my moon sign Sabian symbol today, all right? The symbols for 13 and 14 degrees Scorpio is, 13 is, you know, my sign, which is an inventor performing a laboratory experiment, okay? The one for 14 degrees is telephone lineman working on establishing new connections. All right, so the Sabian mysteries, basically, to sum it up, there was this psychic named Elsie Wheeler. She was disabled. She was a very gifted seer and psychic. She teamed up with with Mark, what is his name? Is it Mark Edwin Jones? I can't, his name is escaping me right now. I'm sorry. Anyways, he sat down with all 360 degrees of the birth wheel, okay? So all the degrees of Aries, all the degrees of Taurus, so on and so forth, and wrote each degree 1 through 360 on, you know, to represent the circle, on an index card, and he shuffled them all up, okay? And then he went somewhere with her in nature, okay? And he would randomly pick up a card, show her the number and the symbol, show her the number and the sign associated with it, like Aries 13. And she would immediately say what she channeled and what popped into her mind, okay? So every single degree in the birth chart has an associated Sabian symbol. And when I got into mine in my chart, let me tell you, it was like startling, some of the ones that I had, like startling, okay? So I do suggest that you research that for yourself. So anyways, all right, what do these Sabian symbols mean? 13 and 14 degrees, this lineman and the telephone connections and the, inventor inventing. Basically, Scorpio energy is hard to grasp, okay? The moon hates being in Scorpio. It's in its fall in Scorpio. It does terrible in Scorpio, okay? Which people like me who are blessed with a Scorpio moon, all right, on the 13th degree of the death card, mind you, which is even more hilarious for me. We tend to, our emotions are our downfall, all right? They can have us act like monsters. They can have us disconnect completely from reality. We have a tendency to be very inward, highly emotional, also highly psychic and intuitive, PS with a Scorpio moon. But it's not a great energy. It's a hard one to work with emotionally. Scorpio likes, like I said, likes black and white, yes or no. Love and emotions are not black and white. They're confusing. They're muddled. They are watery. Scorpio likes order, okay? There's a reason Scorpio doesn't, seem like a water sign. You don't associate a scorpion with water. You don't. And then the more evolved forms of Scorpio, we have, an air sign, basically. We have the eagle or the hawk or whatever you want to call it in the middle transformation. And then the final form of a Scorpio is fire, a phoenix. So Scorpio is like not even, it's like Aquarius. Everyone thinks they're a water sign, but they're not. It's kind of like that with Scorpio. Like, it doesn't make sense why Scorpio would be a water sign, because they seem very blunt and very harsh and very scary and very mean sometimes, all right? At least, not tame ones. But it's just, it is what it is, all right? And that's the energy of the eclipse that we're going through. It's uncomfortable. It feels very foreign. We have a tendency to get lost in these emotions, especially at the 13th degree. An inventor inventing. This is literally, pointing to the idea of somebody who lives their life in pursuit of their dreams and their lofty goals and imagination, all right? Because if you're an inventor, whatever you're inventing hasn't been invented yet. It's only in your brain, all right? Scorpio energy is very internalized. It is 8th house. It is secret. It is hidden, all right? Underworld energy, not for humans, all right? Same with inventors. It's all in their brain. We don't know where these ideas come from, but they have them, and that's that. So that's an indicator of, like, are you going to spend your entire life in pursuit of something that you cannot prove or that might never come to fruition? Like, how much, when does it become a dream and when does it become an obsession? Because Scorpio energy is obsessive in its bad form. And I will be the first one to testify that my Scorpio moon has made me crazy, all right? Crazy in the past. So we have to be very careful. Is this positive magician energy where we're taking that Ace of Wands and manifesting something new and good and positive? Or are we literally, delusional here? All right? There's no room for any kind of delusion here. Everything is going to be very blunt. All right? The best way I can put this energy is blunt. Blunt, like a jailhouse shiv. All right? So there's that. The transition from the 13 to the 14, all right, the telephone man lines, making new connections. You see all these workers that are connecting all these lines to allow all these people to communicate. It wants you to pay very close attention to who you are connecting to, who you are communicating with, how you are communicating. It's also an indicator for humanity as a whole that we're all becoming very much more connected, and we need to make sure that we, take care of those connections and use them for good and not evil. Scorpio likes justice, all right? Scorpio represents the judgment card. It's not just justice, it's judgment. Scorpio is like the, sentencer after the trial. I am a former lawyer. I'm still a lawyer. I'm still in good standing. I still have my license. I'm just not practicing currently. But I really like to explain this in a legal context that, the fool is basically on trial from the time he's, born until the judgment card in the world. His final outcome is determined after judgment. So Scorpio is the judgment card. That is a Scorpio card because Scorpio, it's death or life. They're going to live or they're going to die, basically. Figure it out. This is what this is. It's sink or swim energy. All right, is what I was getting with this. So I also wanted to discuss the Sabian symbols for the North and South node during this eclipse season. They are both at 3 degrees. One is Scorpio, South node, and one is Taurus, North node, okay? The South node for Scorpio, 3 degrees, is neighbors helping in a house raising. And then for Taurus, North node, it is natural steps leading to a field of clovers, okay? This, to me, the North and the South node here, the South node is, like I said, past karma. This is, people coming together as a community and helping a house raising, okay? House raising is when the community would literally get together for either a newlywed couple or a new member in the tribe or something like that. And they would all pull together their resources, their energy and everything to help these people get a house together, like build them a little house so they had somewhere to be. It was a sign of being welcomed into the tribe. It was a sign of community. It was, using your energy to collaborate with your community and to do great things to, further your community and, continue life on earth, like as a human in a society. Okay. So that's where we're coming from, a place of doing the right thing and trying to advance society and be part of it and help it along and be kind. And then we have this energy of like, if we were doing this in the past, if we were being community oriented and, being a team player, then North Node, our destiny, where we're heading, where we're supposed to be going towards, is these natural steps with the field of clovers. The fact that it's natural steps means that you don't have to build the steps, you don't have to work for them, that the universe literally just laid out a path for you to this field filled with luck. All right, clovers are associated with luck and money and gold and treasure and leprechauns and good luck. All right, so that's what that is. So you really need to be taking a look at how you've been acting in the past, how you've been treating your neighbors, your friends, your relationships, what kind of connections you're making. Are they positive? Are they going to advance your community? Would these people show up to help you build a house? Would they welcome you into their community? Really be looking at these things, because if these energies are not cooperative, if you're not being cooperative, if the people around you are not, like, they will be removed. This is judgment time coming in, okay? So that was a Sabian overview. Last thing about the astrology and why I feel like this is such an important reading is this cycle with this eclipse here. It started back in I want to say November 2021 when the Taurus, Scorpio nodes shifted and we started having eclipses on those nodes. That's when everything kind of started popping off with this. We had 2 major blood moon eclipses in rapid succession, like very close to each other. One was on May 15th, 2022. So almost a year ago to the day of this eclipse now. And then we had another one, November 8th, 2022, blood moon also. 2 blood moons. That was in Scorpio season, okay? And then we've got this one today on 5/5. And then we have another one, which is a partial October 28th of this year. That's on the Taurus moon and the Scorpio sun. And then the next blood moon, all right, is not until March 13th of 2025. So to me, and what I feel with my Scorpio moon, with this energy, is that kind of whatever you started off in mid 2021, all right, that is going to play out, or you're going to be reaping what you sow with that until, 2025, basically. So really, we're right in the middle of this energy, which is why this eclipse is so important. It's the turning point. Judgment is where we're at now. The next step is the world. The world is final. Judgment can go either way. Okay? So you're on trial right now. You've presented all of your evidence. So there's no time to like suck up or anything like that. It's like you better have learned your lessons and you better make your decisions now. Okay? Because, that verdict is getting handed down. And we're going to, see whether or not you're going to get a good one or not. So that's why this is so important. Okay? Choices. It's all about choices. All right. So that covers all of my... Jesus, that was a 30-minute intro, y'all. I am going to be so tired tomorrow. But I am like geeked on this energy. Like I am, first of all, it's Mercury retrograde. So that's another reason why this eclipse is crazy. I was born during Mercury retrograde. Okay. I have a 13-degree Scorpio moon, which is where this is all going down at. And I don't know. I just get like, I'm a Cancer sun. So the moon literally rules me. So I'm here for it. I'm into it. I love moon energy. Even if you are not ready for the day, it cannot always be night. I don't like to plug Kanye because he's like, I think he's suffering from mental health. I'm not going to knock the guy. He's talented as all get out. But that song, Praise God, all right? God, what are the lyrics to that? We gonna praise our way out the gray, dark living, hopping out the graveyard, coming back to life. Oh, he's talking about we're just going to be thankful, all right, for this death. He's talking about praying your way and praising your way out of the depths of despair, coming out of the graveyard back to life and being thankful for learning the harsh lesson of death and rebirth. Okay? It's a theme in all the religions. It's a Christ-like theme. So anyone on here saying I'm some Satanist can just suck it, first of all. Anyways, all right. Let's see. What order do I want to go in? I don't know. So I'm going to use my trusty little jar here that has all the zodiac signs mixed up in it. So I'm just going to let the universe tell me. All right. 2 signs left. Aqua and Gemini. God, I hope my voice holds out for these 2. Why y'all got to be last? Why did I know that y'all were going to be last? Who's going to be like last? Y'all and Pisces are the last 3 that I'm doing post-eclipse and post-very refreshing shower. Gemini. Why did I know Aqua would be last? All right, Gemini, your turn. Let's go. All right, start with your moon phase cards. See what's going on with that. I really hope y'all watch these readings. I'm literally like wrecking my throat right now. All right, Gemini. What phase is Gemini going through right now? That was fast. Hold your vision, fixed moon. Y'all are the first ones that got that. You're at a breaking point. This gives big temperance energy, big justice energy, big, lover's energy, balance energy. Hold your vision. You're like at a point right now where you're either going to start backsliding or you're going to move forward and break through something. It's almost like there's a wall here. There's something that's challenging you currently, or there's a project that you're doing or a relationship that you're in the middle of that you don't know if you should just call it quits or push on through. What do you want to happen here? All right. If you want it to happen, then you need to push through. Hold your vision. Be fixed on the prize. Eye on the prize. Just got that. It's got eye of the tiger. There you go. I also like that it's not in another sign. A couple signs had moons that were not attached to another zodiac energy, and yours is one of those, which means this is all your decision. It is not dependent on any other kind of energy. You are the one providing the energy for this, and you're the one that needs to, determine what happens here. All right. Let's get your planetary and your zodiac energies. Let's see what's going on with that, Gemini. Oof. That was fast. Taurus in the reverse. That is not holding your vision. A Taurus would hold their vision. A Taurus is stubborn. A Taurus is fixed. A Taurus is, you know, earth, immovable. You're an air sign. You are movable. You are fluid. You are indecisive. This is not your type of energy. You're considering too many options about something right now. You need to get your ducks in a row and you need to start, you know, making some decisions here. All right, give me your planetary energy for Gemini. I'm going to take the one that fell on the floor because I feel like those are always important. Yeah, moon. That is not your energy. And we're in the full moon eclipse in Scorpio. This moon is triggering for you. It's bringing up other things. It's making you have what ifs. It's making you wonder if you're where you're supposed to be, if you're on the right path, if you're, you know, something's missing here. You need to cut through that and realize that this is just emotional triggers that will go. It's a distraction. It's something that's trying to get you off your game. You need to come back down to earth. Like literally, you got the moon with Taurus in reverse. Your head is in the clouds. You are an air sign. That's a good thing. But it's there with the moon. And the moon is not helpful energy when you're trying to hold your vision and be fixed on something. The moon is shadowy and not certain. All right. All right. You also might be dealing with a Taurus or a Cancer or a Pisces. All right, so let's see. Let's get your Beltane Oracle and see what that's about. What advice do you have for Gemini now? Energy available currently. Fae. I love that. The next deck I'm using is actually this, you know, this Universal Folk. This is a Fae deck, and that's the next deck. So I feel like the next card is really important for you. 3 energy. Mushrooms, bumblebees. See, bumblebees are all about creating the hive and supporting the community and building and nesting. They're eating these magic mushrooms, which is going to make that really hard. Lunar energy, moon energy, you know, Piscean energy, Cancerian energy is watery. It's 12th house, it's 4th house. It makes things very emotionally confusing. It's also, you know, represents mental illness and stress and things like that with Pisces energy. Fae, number 9. This is you needing to be independent. Needing to be solid, all right? That is a very Taurus type energy, the 9. Think of the 9 of Pentacles. Having everything together so that you can move on to the 10 and complete whatever it is that you want to complete here. It says, not everything is as it may seem. Be cautious, dear one, for there's a story beneath the tale. This is that moon energy, all right? There's more to this than meets the eye. You're trying to look at something that's watery and confusing and moon-like with a very, you know, fixed air sign, not fixed air sign, a very logical air sign approach, and that's not going to work right now. There's also some mischief about with you, I have to tell you that, with the moon and the Fae and the holding your vision. This is somebody literally trying to distract you and pull you off your path. It's like a siren energy that I'm picking up with that. All right, take that as it resonates for you. All right, let's pull your Universal Folk Oracle and see what's going on with that, Geminis. These Fae remind me of little Geminis. Faes are like chatty and mischievous, like a little Gemini. If y'all watch my channel, you know I love Gemini energy. My son has a Gemini stellium in his 10th house, and I am Gemini midheaven and a Gemini Venus. So I love some Gemini energy. Let's go. Let's see what your little fairy folk want to tell you. Give me one message for Gemini, please. There's also good energy about you collaborating and working with a group, this bee energy and these Fae, you know, together, and also working with nature and what's going on around you. You got gifted, fertility, creativity, growth, and space. That's big Empress energy there. It's also big intelligent air sign energy. You're about to be the queen or something. You little unicorn. Also, you might be dealing with an Aries that looks very much like a ram. Aries energy is full energy, though. It's about not overthinking things and jumping into something head first, not caring what happens. Some of you are too afraid of failure or too afraid of, you know, what's going to happen or not being able to control the outcome that you're not going to take that move. 16, that's 7 energy. 6, 1 plus 6, 7. Invest, do something, start, all right? Keep going, put your best foot forward. Even if something started failing, it's like you need to start back over as the apprentice and learn a better way to do it. If you want this, hold your vision, push through. Stay fixed on what it is that you want. It is very hard for a Gemini to stay fixed. You guys are so curious and like so intelligent and so knowledge absorbing and like love to get distracted. I always like, my son is like a little, like a butterfly. Oh, so I am in relationships too with my Venus and Gemini. Like I have to be mentally stimulated at all times and be interested and curious. All right. And that's what's going on here. You need to just chill out and figure out what it is that you're trying to actually accomplish. Like, what do you want the end goal to be? These are your Enchanted Map Oracles. I'm trying to see what's coming up on your path, and I'm picking 3 of them. Got Magic Prayer. It was kind of in the reverse. Follow the Leader in the reverse. That's why I said, why did I say you guys needed to be the leader? You guys aren't the best at being leaders. You're great about talking things out and planning, but like, as far as taking the initiative and doing it, that's not what you want to do. Unexpected Visitors in the reverse. All of these came out in the reverse. I just want to tell you that. So follow the leader, Magic Prayer, and Unexpected Visitors. That Unexpected Visitors, I don't like these visitors this way. It's also 41. That's 5 energy. These are other people causing conflict, trying to interfere with your Magic Prayer. Like your Magic Prayer is what the Magician manifests. That's also 5 energy. Also in the reverse. And then follow the leader is 44 energy. Solid. You are supposed to be the leader. Don't be taking advice from people right now, especially y'all Geminis. Like, this is not the time for you to be taking advice from anyone. I feel like any advice is going to, make things even more confused, or it's meant to purposely confuse some of them with this Fae. I really do not like this Unexpected Visitors. I feel like this is somebody watching you that's not like letting you know that they're watching you. You would have no idea that this person is even still keeping tabs on you. Also, your guides are really confused about what it is that you want here with your Magic Prayer in the reverse. Like, they don't really understand what you're trying to call in here. Like, do you want to be the leader? Do you want to be the follower? Do you have control of the situation or do you not? Do you need direction or do you not need direction? The only leader that you should be following that's not you is like your spirit guides and what they're telling you to do, all right? Let's clarify these. What is, I feel like I need to mix these around a little before I shuffle them. I'm going to do 3 shuffles and then 3 cards for each of these. I just feel like they need to be mixed up for some reason. Ooh, the 2 of Wands. Yeah. So many possibilities right now. But that's also a very distracting energy. That's not a grounded energy. That's you considering a lot of options or, having your will torn in different directions. Like where to go, what to do. What should I invest in? What should I continue to keep up? All right. Follow the leader. Why are you here? Ace of Wands in reverse, Page of Swords, 9 of Wands. Yeah, seriously here, there's somebody that you're paying attention to, or there's something that you're trying to figure out. There's some kind of either a conversation or some information that you're trying to get. They're seriously telling you to stop doing that. Ace of Wands in reverse, don't even give that a thought. Don't put any effort into that. Do not go down that path. 9 of Wands, guard yourself. Somebody's trying to steer you in a direction, or if someone's trying to give you advice as about where to go or what to do next, you need to be very wary of that. I don't feel like this person has your best interest at heart, or I feel like they have some kind of an ulterior motive for what they're doing here. I don't like it. Their guides are clearly telling you though, like Page of Swords with the 9 of Wands, pay attention, put your guard up. Don't allow yourself to, be the wounded warrior and go through this battle again. Ace of Wands in reverse, disengage. Do not follow the lead of this person. I just got you like following a torch. I want you to snuff that torch out. Follow your own torch. Magic Prayer. You're here for the 3 of Pentacles. The 5 of Cups. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody regrets not investing in you in the past. All right. This Magic Prayer, whatever you have going on, either there was somebody you figured would be on this path with you, or there was a way that you wanted it to go about, or somebody is seeing you about to get what you want, and that's making them very, regretful. 5 of Cups here that they did not invest in this. Three of Pentacles with the 7 in reverse. They had the opportunity. Somebody had the opportunity to invest in you. Also, you're going to regret investing in certain people right now. If you're taking on investors, or if you're, you know, trying to collaborate with other people, you need to vet those people to no end. Like, figure out what their motives are, because there's a big message here that if you take, it's almost like you have to be like, I just got here, I go again on my own. Going down the only road I've ever known. Like a drifter, I was born to walk alone. Yeah, alone. You need to be alone right now. Like, stop trying to bring people on. Stop trying to This is not a time to collaborate, Geminis. I can't say that enough. I can't say that enough. There's going to be a lot of regret, all right? Just chill, all right? So after retrograde and after the eclipse energy wears off, and until you figure out, you know, what it is that you really want here. All right, let me get this one. Unexpected visitors, as my kid is trying to walk in the door right now. Isn't that funny? I don't know if it's my Gemini or my Virgo trying to break in right now. 3 of Wands in reverse. These people, the world ended. God, this is such a clear message. 8 of Swords in reverse. Death. Death. Stop. All right. End these things. World and death. That is a huge thing. The second you disconnect these connections, or, you know, and like disengage in whatever this is, or do not allow these unexpected visitors to come in, that's where your mental clarity is gained. You get 8 of Swords in reverse. You're like this butterfly in this cocoon that's trying to bloom. But the problem is like, you have this Page of Swords here, very much distracting you and bringing all these other swords to the table, giving you more things to think about, so you can't, you know, evolve. They want you to end that. 3 of Wands in the reverse. Do not pursue this. Nothing comes of these visitors. They're just distractions. But this is the end of a big cycle. If you can, you know, show your guys that you can shut this down and that you don't need to, you know, entertain all of these options. I don't know why I just got that for you. Then, you know, there's a big good ending here. Karmic, good one. World's upright. Good juju. Magic prayer will be answered. All right. I like this, Gemini. This is a good one. All right, let me get your, I'm going to do a general energy check for you guys using the Santa Muerte Tarot for the eclipse energy, you know, the death, all that good stuff. And then we're going to clarify it with the Ostara Tarot to indicate what kind of rebirth might be coming out of this eclipse season and retrograde season. Try to see what's the before and after of all this. So let's get your general energy, Gemini. What do you need to see for you guys today? And also make sure you guys check out the free extended that comes with these readings. These oracle cards that I've pulled during this weird 13 card spread that I'm doing. It's on my other channel. That link's in the description box. And also, if you want a personal reading, I am available for those. Even with my scratchy little voice. All right, what is Gemini? Show me Gemini's general energy. Ooh, Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Not sure what to commit to. Not sure if you're going up or down. Not sure if you, you know, don't feeling like you have it all together right now. Crossing you, that's that 9 of Wands. That came up in your other reading too. The one we did with the Enchanted Map. 9 of Wands. You're not protecting yourself. You're not remembering how people have hurt you in the past. Either that or you're carrying forward old wounds here, and those are, you know, giving you some mental anxiety, feeling like you can't accomplish something. We got the 8 of Pentacles here in the recent past. You do know enough, all right? Empress in the reverse. Why? Why do you feel that way? Hold on, Geminis. Chariot in reverse. You're setting yourself up for failure. You guys are self-sabotaging in your own head right now about something. There's the 7 of Wands to accompany that 9 of Wands in your subconscious. We have the Knight of Wands in the reverse. Why are you afraid? You're going to react too quickly. 8 of Swords. God, this came up in your other reading as well. If you didn't, you know, make sure that you pay attention to that Enchanted Map part of this 13 card spread, because these cards are doubling up for you, and that is always significant as a reader to me. There's the Page of Pentacles. Man, this is nuts. This might be about money for a lot of you guys, or a relationship. There's the Fool. I love that. 4 of Pentacles in the reverse here. Somebody's playing puppet with you. That theme came up in your read as well. Somebody's trying to pull the strings here, or trying to control what you do or the decisions that you make at this current time. You feel very insecure about something. The Queen of Pentacles in the reverse here. You don't know whether or not your next move or this relationship, commitment, whatever it is that you're, you know, here to talk about, you don't know if this is going to take you further or if it's going to set you back. There's this element with you feeling like it's either like you're having self-doubt, or you feel like you're not good enough, or you don't have what it takes to do whatever this is that you're trying to do. That's not true. You're showing very strongly here in the past with that 8 of Pentacles that you have mastered something. Whatever this is, you are ready for the next step as the 9. And that 9 came up, you know, in your read as well, your previous read. Weird. It's all about being independent now, not afraid to, you know, like jump out of the nest, not afraid to not need a wingman here, not afraid to be alone. A lot of you guys are having people tell you you can't be alone, or you're not smart enough, you're not good enough, you're not pretty enough, whatever this is. You have this mindset that you can't take care of yourself, or that you can't make something succeed, or that, you know, you also are very aware of this though. I mean, you're an air sign, you're a Gemini, you're like one of the smartest, if not the smartest sign in the zodiac. You're very self-aware, and you understand that whatever you're doing right now is negative self-talk, or it's something that is hindering your ability to succeed and to get what it is that you want. You also are very aware that there's something that is festering, that is not, you know, growing, that is not nurturing, that needs to be removed. But in your subconscious down here, all right, you have this not wanting to defend yourself, or not wanting to protect yourself from that energy. Oh no, my poor baby, come here. Don't let other people make you cry.
He was in the cabinet and...
Oh no, it's okay.
It's okay because there's like metal just hitting.
Okay, all right, be careful. I'm almost done, all right? Do you need another baby hug?
Okay.
Okay, come here. Are you gonna be all right? I think Bubby was just trying to keep you out of the cabinet so you wouldn't get hurt. He's a smart little Gemini. Oh my God, do you have a poopy? Bruh.
No.
You do. I swear, this is like the 4th sign that he has pooped in. And I've had to change. Okay, let me get you a clean diaper and then we'll lay you down in your bed. Okay?
You're silly, Mommy.
You're silly, AJ.
You're silly.
Okay, I love you. Can I kiss?
Okay.
Mwah. All right, let me get you a diaper, okay? Let's go do that. I'll be right back, Geminis. I'm about to change this kid again. He keeps blowing his diaper out. He's on antibiotics. Hold on, Geminis. All right, Geminis. Poopy diaper averted. Let's get back to it. This is you either not wanting to protect yourself, not wanting to stand up for yourself, not willing to be selfish, not willing to, you know, put yourself first, or, you know, shut out energies that are trying to sabotage you, including your own. You're setting yourself up for failure. Chariot in reverse here, that's literally like a crash, or it's, you know, not a victory. It's not what you want to happen. But the problem here is that, you know, this is all your own doing. The energy in your control that your guides are telling you is, you know, your best interest to be using. Knight of Wands in reverse. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. If you don't feel good about it, if you're not confident, don't go forward. If you're doing something too hasty or too recklessly, it will end badly. The Knight of Wands in reverse basically is the one who would crash the Chariot. And that's the kind of energy you're setting yourself up for. I feel like part of it is due to this 8 of Swords energy that's coming in from the outside that doesn't belong to you. This position in my Slavic cross here is like outside energy, people, you know, that are not you, that are affecting you, either a situation, another person, whatever. They're creating 8 of Swords energy, creating a mental prison, trying to trap you, trying to get you in, you know, trap you in their web, wrap you up in their problems, create confusion for you, create a roadblock. That's not good energy to have around you, so be very wary. Your biggest hope and your biggest fear is Page of Pentacles. You know, and the Queen is in the middle. Should you take your pentacle home with you? Are you taking that pentacle out of your purse or putting it back into your purse? Are you investing or are you divesting? You don't know. Are you going up or are you going down? This is the major issue with what's going on here. Should you have this conversation? Should you not have this conversation? Your hopes and your fears are very much related. They're almost identical. You know, that's why that card reads both ways. It doesn't matter, okay, what you do here, because the result, the end result you're headed for is the Fool. The Fool is either a good or a bad start. The Fool is either a good or a bad fool. The way you're going right now, it's a foolish fool. But you can change courses, all right? If you know, the beginning of your reading for the whole 13 deck read that we're doing, it's like, hold your vision, you know, be fixed on what it is that you want. You are gifted. You do have what it takes. You do have all the resources you need. You are smart enough. You are good enough. You are beautiful enough. Like, whatever this is, you've got it. But you're trying to like talk yourself out of that. You don't want to believe that. You're holding on to a lot of stuff. The bottom of your whole energy for this read right here. Oh, the Lovers is right after that. God. It's in your hands, Geminis. That's crazy. You're holding on to too many things. Four of Pentacles energy is about, you know, desperately latching onto something because you feel like it has value or you're scared to let it go. You need to let go of whatever this is, all right? All right, let's clarify with the Ostara to see what's coming of all this energy. I've been doing 5 shuffles with these. Show me what Gemini needs to see. Clarify this reading for me. Show me what Gemini needs to see. I don't know how many that was. But I feel like I need one more. I don't know why. Don't count my things. I hate retrograde. Actually, I love retrograde. Who am I kidding? I was born during retrograde. Queen of Pentacles is here because of the World. Why do I feel like I need 3 cards for you? The 10 of Cups. And the 2 of Swords in reverse. The Moon. The Moon came up in your other read too. In the earlier part of this read. What makes you happy, all right? You're deserved it. Stop telling yourself you can't have what it is that you want or that you can't be content. You can. There's something about you that, you know, this, and it's very clearly saying, you got the World multiple times showing up in your cards today. This is saying this needs to come to a stop. You feeling insecure, all you need to, you know, fixate on, like, uncross the blinders, 2 of Swords, take your hands out, look at the harsh truths, and choose what's going to make you happy. That's how you end this. That's the cycle that you're due here. The World is about a karmic cycle coming to an end, and then you start back over as the Fool. The Fool is your final outcome. The World is in the center of everything. You know it's, you know, come time to do something here. You know that something is ripe. You know that the situation is, you know, done or about to evolve. I really like this energy for you. 9 of Wands is here because of the Lovers. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse again. And the Wheel of Fortune. You're scared to make the wrong choice. The Moon roots the bottom of this whole energy for you. Meaning illusions, confusions, delusions. Not seeing things clearly. You are an air sign. Your strength is to see things clearly and analytically. You need to do that. You're having, you know, choice, like, what's that called? It's not fear of missing out, but it's like the fear of making a choice. Like, so you just don't make any choices at all. You're afraid that you're going to, you know, pay for what it is that you do. You're afraid that whatever choice you make is going to make you unstable. You're afraid that you're committing to the wrong thing. That you're going to, you know, go back down the same path. You never go back down the exact same path. It's always a little bit different and you always learn something from it. But the problem is y'all aren't picking a path. You have to pick the path. You have to move the energy. 8 of Pentacles is here because the 3 of Swords. The 2 of Pentacles in the reverse and the 4 of Swords. This is when you did try to make something happen or you did invest in something and it went terrible. You threw your hat in the ring or you know, tried to commit to something and it, you know, it failed. 3 of Swords, you got betrayed. 4 of Swords, you're stuck on that. You're stuck on how far something went and how, you know, much it grew. Even if it did grow or even if something did come from it, you know, it's still... It can either grow further. You're telling yourself that it can't with the Empress in reverse on your mind. You're telling yourself that it can't. There is room for more growth here. There is room for you to improve also. I need to tell you that. There's also room to get over this betrayal, whatever this is. There's something about this energy. You can heal from this. It's something you felt like you could never get over. So I feel like you're trying not to fixate on it. You're giving up. It's like this, there's a big giving up when I see these clarifiers. Like feeling defeated, feeling like all is lost, like all that effort was for nothing. That's you telling yourself that. That is not the actual truth, all right? The Tower in the reverse. Yeah, you feel like it's an unavoidable disaster. Like the Empress in reverse is clarified by the Tower. The King of Pentacles in the reverse. So many Pentacles. You guys must be dealing with an Earth sign and the Magician. Jesus. I always say that that's your energy. You feel like there's all hope is lost. Like there's no coming back from this. Like some of you got embarrassed or suffered a huge L, or like I said, got hugely betrayed in the past. You feel like there's nothing you can do to come back from this. You feel like you're just down and out. Like it's up shit's creek without a paddle. That is not the case. That is not the case. You're telling yourself that again. And you're doing things to make it, you know, harder on yourself instead of trying to put effort into fixing whatever this was. It's like you're just putting zero effort and it's getting worse. But it can get better. It's got that money bag song. It gets worse before it get better. Just mean it before you say them 4 letters. Feel like this could be forever. And what is that? The streets and you, I've been torn between the two. I was lying, I was trying to keep you. Don't stand where I'm coming from. Shoot. Yeah. What is that Moneybag Yo song? Hate it here or love it here? Either way, listen to both of them. Feel like there's something there for you. I channel so much Moneybag Yo. What is my problem? Oh my God, that's funny. Chariot in reverse is here because 2 of Pentacles in reverse. Oh no, sorry, that's 2 of Swords in reverse. Or 2 of Wands. Jesus, I'm so bad at these. Page of Swords in reverse. High Priestess in reverse. Your thought process, all right, is completely skewing your ability to tune into your feelings and how you actually feel about this. You're making all this manic panic in your, you know, head. It's got that hair dye. It's like manic panic. You're creating panic. You're visualizing the worst. You're like my Italian grandmother, just like thinking of all the ways things, you know, something can go wrong. And I laugh because she was like a Gemini Cancer cusper, and my son is now a Gemini stellium, and he does that, and we call him Little Elizabeth when he starts doing that. He overthinks it to the point where it's like he's gonna explode his mainframe because he's just going through all the algorithms of all the ways that this situation could turn out. And then it's too much and you just can't even process. And it's like, but if I choose this, then this is going to happen. If I choose this, then this is going to happen. If I choose this, then this is going to happen. Guess what? Nothing's going to happen if you don't make a choice. The universe is going to tell you what happens. And you want to be in control. Like earlier in your read, it was saying you need to be the one in control. You got that Taurus energy in reverse that popped up. And it's like you have to be the one to take control and say what you need here and like be fixed on what it is that you're trying to accomplish. 7 of Wands in your subconscious, more Kings in reverse. Like you are not being the leader. You are not taking control. You are not the boss. You are not the captain. You're the captain. Gemini, you're the captain. You are also afraid of confrontation. Like why? I don't know if you're over strategizing here or if you feel like it's lost hope or there's no point. You need to show some fight. Your guides want to see fight. There's the Fool in reverse again. And the 5 of Pentacles. You are so afraid to lose it all. You are so afraid to get set back. I feel like a lot of you have come very far and it's like you're like never again. You will get me fucked up if you think I'm going back there again. I'm not going back there again. You will go back there again, all right, if you don't take control. Okay? But don't be hasty, all right? Knight of Wands in reverse here, 6 of Cups. 5 of Swords. Strength in reverse. This is you giving in to things from the past. Old ways, old patterns, old people, old, you know, narratives of you. The reason you want to act recklessly now or that you're not inspired to act either way. Knight of Wands reads both ways. It's a lack of inspiration or it's acting too recklessly, one or the other. Some of you are doing one, some are doing the other. Because you don't have the strength, all right, to avoid this mental battle, the 5 of Swords. It's so agonizing to think about all these possible outcomes that the easiest thing to do is just, you know, either fly off the cuff and do something real fast without, you know, thinking or just do nothing at all. And the reason you're doing that is the 6 of Cups energy. Something from childhood, something from the past, something that, you know, is very ingrained in you. Like in your 6 of Cups is very subconscious energy. That subconscious energy tells you that you're a failure or that this will end badly or that you have to rush this or that you have to, you know, make sure that this is perfect. Nothing is going to be perfect. Whatever the situation is, it has you in a chokehold, all right? This 8 of Swords energy here, why is that here? Chariot in reverse. God, that was like your upcoming energy. They're the ones doing this to you. King of Pentacles in reverse. Jesus. Well, what king was that? Oh, that's the King of Wands in reverse. That's you not doing anything. You got all the kings here. Except the King of Cups. Where's he at? Where is the love? Whoever this is, they got this 7 of Wands here. They're trying to make you feel like they're making you run in circles, Chutes and ladders. Every time you get somewhere with this energy, they slide you back down a peg. Every time you interact with whoever this is or whatever this is, for some of you, this is an addiction. For some of you, this is a person. For some of you, this is just falling back into old patterns. It's something that keeps you stagnant. It's something that keeps you from evolving. They don't want to see you victorious. Chariot in reverse. King of Pentacles in reverse. They don't want to see you stable. They provide no stability. This energy is reckless. This energy doesn't protect you. Seven of Wands in reverse. This energy is what's causing you to feel insecure. So get rid of it. What's the deal? A lot of y'all feel guilty for getting rid of this. I don't know why, but you shouldn't. Get rid of it. Page of Pentacles. You're afraid to have this conversation, but like, the Moon and the Two of Cups was under that. You're afraid to have this conversation. Why? Ace of Pentacles. Oh my God, you are so, like, you're such a cute little Gemini. Three of Cups in the reverse. You're afraid to go back to it. Eight of Swords. You don't want to go back to that place, but you know you need to go back to that place. Look how timid you are with your little pentacle. That's why you don't know whether or not you should, you know, put it in your purse or take it out. You're afraid. Stop being afraid. You guys are the baby of the air signs, but stop being afraid. You've mastered something. You are, you know, I keep saying, you are smart. You are beautiful. Gosh darn it, people like you, Stuart Smalley. Like, come on. You're also afraid to break out of whatever this thinking pattern is. This Eight of Swords has come up again. It's the third time the Eight of Swords has showed up in your 13 card read, or these, you know, cards that I'm reading. Third time. It's all in your head. It's a mental prison of your making. It's very heavily influenced by this other energy, and they do a good job to keep you locked in there, but you need to speak up against that. It's almost like some of you are being bullied or have been previously, but you've come to believe that narrative, and you need to, you know, create a new narrative. Geminis are creative. Devil in reverse. Yeah, you can't shake it. You will end up with a foolish energy. Three of Pentacles, Hierophant. God, that's crazy. It's still up in the air, Geminis. Like a true Gemini, this turned out just like the Lovers. So I'm clarifying this Fool card, all right, for your final outcome. And it's clarified by the Three of Pentacles, which means this is you needing to throw your energy in. That's that little pentacle, the little mouse he was holding. Where are you going to put it? What are you going to do with it? You don't know. You're afraid. Look, but you're going to do something. You know very well here that there's two things you can do. The Hierophant or the Devil. The right thing or the wrong thing. Which one are you going to do? Your guides want to know. Your intuition is being shut off. Your intuition will tell you the right thing to do. It will help you feel what is right, all right? Sometimes what makes sense on paper or what the facts are saying doesn't feel right. And sometimes you have to go with your gut instead of what you're, as a Gemini, processing on that air sign level very analytically. Sometimes that does not compute. All right, Geminis. That was a hell of a general energy check. I'm winded. Yikes. All right. Good talk. Love y'all. All right, let's get on to your Hoodoo warning messages now. All right. I was taking 3 messages for each sign. Shuffle them up a little first. This is a crazy reading. Like, some of y'all are on the verge of like a huge breakthrough. Huge. Y'all just had Mars in your sign too, like creating havoc here. Like, a lot of that conflict is residue from that. That should be cooling off for you though. All right, what's your first message for Gemini? 9 of Swords. Upright though. That's good to get it upright in this deck. 5 of Pentacles. Who is making you feel like you ain't nothing? Go walk away from that. If you're not feeling welcomed, leave. Judgment in reverse. You will not receive bad karma. There's the 8 of Swords again. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Look, that's you. I saw this card in my mind when we started pulling all those 8s. You need to pick a path. I kept saying it. You got 2 8s. Double Scorpio energy for the Scorpio eclipse reading. The 8 of Cups and the 8 of Swords. With the Ace of Swords, which is a gift from Spirit. You've already been given the clarity. You know the truth about something, and you know that you don't feel welcome somewhere, or that you don't feel fully included. You know that you don't feel fully appreciated. So why are you going to choose to walk backwards, you know, back where this hot foot powder is laying here? That's clearly a, you know, somebody trying to keep you out, doesn't want you there. You're afraid. I don't know if you're afraid of disconnecting from something. You're having a lot of anxiety about making a final judgment call here. The 9 of Swords with the, you know, Judgment in reverse. 5 of Pentacles in reverse here. A lot of y'all feel like you're going to receive some like karmic retribution for ghosting something or for bailing out on something, but you're not. There, you already know. You're such an aware sign, all right? I got these swords here. They're all upright. You're understanding it's time to go. It's time to choose. 9 of Swords, that's giving you crazy anxiety. But Ace of Swords, you already know the correct choice here. It just doesn't feel right, or it doesn't sit right with you, or you're, you know, afraid of the outcome. The outcome is going to be fine. Your test here is not whether or not you make the right choice. It's whether or not you make a choice. You're afraid of ghosting somebody, though, or you're afraid that if you take this leap of faith, or if you take this chance, that you're going to be left with nothing, and that's just not true. It's just not true. You always have something. All right, give me another message for Gemini. What else do you have to tell Geminis? What are we not able to let go of here? 6 of Swords in reverse. There's 8 of Cups again. This is an unfair ending. 10 of Swords in reverse. 6 of Swords in reverse. 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. 8 of Cups. 8 of Wands in the reverse. Wow. This is super uncomfortable. What's at the bottom of this? 3 of Swords. Oh my God, that's coming up again. You gotta stop blaming yourself for whatever this is that happened. There's this energy of something happening out of nowhere. It's like a really rapid, unexpected, uncomfortable change with that 8 of Wands in the reverse and the 10 of Swords. You didn't deserve this, all right? You weren't doing anything wrong. I need to tell you that. A lot of you guys have, you know, felt like you've been left with nothing, or that you'll never be able to function on your own. Somebody has told you that you won't be able to function on your own, and that's not true. You need to realize that you can, and you have a value here. You cannot shake whatever happened here. I don't know if you're carrying blame or guilt or what. Shame is something. I'm feeling like the weight of the damn world on my chest with this. You keep telling yourself that it's your fault. You did everything right. I dotted all my I's. I crossed all my T's. I tried to protect myself. I followed all the rules. All right. Why is this happening to me? I don't know why. All right. But you have to move past this. There's something about this ending or this, you know, situation that is making you very insecure and very, how do I say this? Feeling very like foreign in a situation, like you don't belong, and like you'll never fit in again, or I don't know how to express what I'm feeling right now, but it doesn't feel good. Like you have no place, all right? And that sucks, and that's not true. You do have a place. And you didn't, I gotta tell you that you did not make a mistake, and you didn't deserve this or do anything wrong. That is the main message they want me to tell you. A lot of you guys are carrying around a lot of guilt and shame about something. All right, give me the last hoodoo warning message for my Geminis. All right. 9 of Cups. Yes, I like that. You will have everything you need. Do not worry. Things were unfair. Dr. Buzzard, all right, in the Hoodoo Tarot, he represents a justice card. He was a lawyer, and he would use roots in court to bend justice to his will, because Black people didn't get justice in the South. They still don't. You have this energy about you, Geminis. You feel like you have nothing to give, or that nothing to offer to a situation. So it's kind of like you're keeping your, to yourself. You need to let that go. You need to not worry about being just as good as or having as much as anyone else, because you have everything you need. This 9 of Cups. Look at that. You got books, you got wine, you got a gator head for protection. You've got food, you've got bread, you've got a passport to go travel. You have an abundance of opportunities, but you need to let go of the insecurity attached to that. You're going to, see it a different way. Yeah. You feel like this is foreign to you, or this is like a far-reaching concept, you having it all. It's not. You're feeling like something's very unfair, or like the odds are never in your favor. And that's why you're not investing in your happiness or investing in what it is that you want. You feel like you're never going to get your way. Well, Dr. Buzzard is here to tell you that you make your way. All right. When the deck is stacked against you, when things are fair, when people are cheating, you find a way around. You do not let that stop you. You get your own justice. Sometimes karmic justice, you know, like help it along. You know, I never recommend that. I don't want to say that, all right? But I'm not saying karmic justice. I'm saying real justice in real life. Dr. Buzzard was dealing with very real situations, like in court, where people were being accused wrongfully and, you know, killed for things they never did. So he had to, you know, affect the truth and make sure that things played out in a certain way. He had to play unfair. He had to cheat because the game was, you know, set up for him to lose. It's not cheating if the, you know, the odds are purposely stacked against you. If the other side comes to the table cheating, then you do too. Then it's not cheating in your eye, you know, in your eyes karmically. You guys don't want to stoop to that level, some of you, but like if you want to, you know, Geminis can be conniving as all get out if they really want to. But sometimes you got to be that snake in the grass. I don't know what to tell you. And that feels like terrible advice. Like as a mother, I'm like, you know, shuddering at the fact. But it's very clear that things are not fair. So are you going to keep playing this unfair game? Or are you going to make the rules bend for you? Okay? Don't be out there doing anything illegal, Geminis. My lawyer, because I am a licensed attorney, BTW. So the lawyer in me has to tell you, just chill. Don't go into anything illegal. All right? All right, those were your hoodoo warning messages, Gemini. So I hope you enjoyed those. All right. Let's get you a weirdo oracle from the Gorey Fantod pack, which is just a nonsensical, he's probably a Gemini, a nonsensical deck that, the ladder, oh my God, shut up. In the middle of your reading, your center of your energy was the Queen of Pentacles climbing that ladder. Are you going up or down? This is such a Gemini mood. The Lover's card, the Lover's energy. Your guys don't know if you're going up or down. You need to tell them. What floor do you want to get off on this elevator? Like, where do you see yourself? Also, break the strings, all right? You have infinite possibilities. Look at this ladder. There's a string, like it's supposed to be tying it down. The ladder is going up into nowhere. It's not anchored to anything. It's like going up exponentially. You have exponential, you know, growth that can come from something. As soon as you cut the cord, y'all just got to cut the cord. Go. All right. You're the first sign that got that too. Nobody else has got that. Hey, there's my little Gemini. The ladder. All right. It says the day of the week is Tuesday. It deals with slander. We're going to talk about people, you know, creating a narrative about you. It's reversals. You can change the path. Are you going up or down? You can go either direction. It doesn't matter. Creeping sickness, a forged will, insomnia, loss of hair, detention, theft, cafard, C-A-F-A-R-D, jealousy, an accident in a restaurant, and inanition. Inanition? I don't even know what that is. I-N-A-N-I-T-I-O-N. I don't know half the words in these books, and I am like literally a doctor of law. And very well read, and he gets me with some of these. Loss of hair, this is you worrying yourself. Detention, this is you. Eight of Swords is literally detention. Mental prison, putting yourself in timeout. Theft, people stealing your joy. Jealousy, because they're jealous, all right? I don't like this, all right? Be very wary of Tuesdays, all right? Tuesday's child is full of grace. Grace is necessary, especially for yourself, all right? All right, that was your Weirdo Fantod card. Let's get into your you versus them love connection reading, Gemini. My Gemini Venus is waiting for this one. These 6 shuffles for Gemini. Hi, my little Gemini. Today's kids stay home day. 3, 4. The fact that my little Gemini stellium blessed up your reading and my baby took a dump in the middle of it. I feel like that has to be lucky. Isn't it lucky if a bird poops on you? I mean, our last name is Feather, so. I forget what other signs he pooped for. I feel like it was Taurus, maybe, and Scorpio. I don't know who else. And now you. All right, Gemini, let's do your you versus them. Recent past, the 4 of Cups in the reverse. I love these cards. This is the Romantic Tarot, by the way. With the World in the reverse. You will look at me. You will entertain this offer. I'm not going to give up until you see it, all right? This is like, never stop trying to prove yourself to somebody. I just got that whole song. Live through this. Every time that I sell myself to you, I feel a little bit cheaper than I need to. It's that energy. Why are you selling yourself to this person? I don't know whose side this is yet, Gems, but somebody over here was in this constant, never-ending cycle, refusing to let it go until somebody saw what they were offering here on a love aspect. Current situation, Ten of Swords in reverse. We still will not let something die. If you have the World and the Ten of Swords both popping out in the reverse during a Scorpio full moon eclipse, you are going to, yeah, moon. Not like that. Now we're just more confused about, is this really over? Do I really have to accept this ending? All right, how can I keep this from stopping? I don't understand why I'm feeling this way. I don't understand why I can't let this go. Why aren't you looking at this gift? It was like right in front of your face here. Wake up. Like you literally want somebody to wake up. Wake up. Also, some of you might be getting a surprise baby that is going to make things very dicey and not able to disconnect in a clean manner with the other party. Ace of Pentacles coming up. Near future with the Five of Cups. Why are we going to invest in heartbreak? This is literally somebody throwing their hat into this ring of crazy here, of regrets and heartbreak. Why are we feeding this confusion? Why are we continuing to invest in this situation that makes us feel very crazy? Just crazy in love. This is like some, I'll bust the windows out your car. Two of Wands in the reverse here. This is towards the connection. Now we have the Seven of Wands here. Why are we defending the indefensible? You got the Emperor. What is with these control issues? This is nuts. Good God. What's at the bottom of your energy on this side? The Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Well, no duh. This is not going anywhere. Because there's all these clear signs of endings and these clear signs of defending something and trying to control this outcome here. Trying to get a hold of this confusion, of this disappointment, of this heartbreak, of this, regret. I need to pull the other side before I get into this more. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Look, somebody ran away from it. Should be running towards that, ready, happy to invest. Somebody ran away from a good investment. Seven of Pentacles is something you want to invest in because it'll lead you to becoming the master of something. They didn't know what was up. That's why Page of Swords in reverse. They didn't even care to investigate this. They didn't consider this as an option. They also lied about wanting to be committed, whoever this is. If they were telling you they wanted a commitment or something like that, they were completely lying about that. They weren't ready to. They also did not even entertain this. I don't even understand. I feel like somebody was doing the most over here, trying to get considered as an option and just failing. Two of Wands in reverse towards the connection. They didn't even, consider you as something that would pan out or something to follow here. Why though? Currently this person now is feeling Ace of Swords in reverse. Still no mental clarity here with the Three of Wands. Interesting. You had the Two show up towards the connection in the past and now they're in Three energy. Death in the reverse. So y'all now have showing up between the two of you, Death, the Ten of Swords, and the World all in reverse during the Scorpio eclipse. And they got the King of Pentacles. They don't want it to be over either. That's why. The hell? They lie just enough to make you feel like you're coming your way. They also don't really know how, but they know that they need to be doing something here. Let me pull the connection. Hold on. Nine of Swords. You made them nervous. Something about this. I don't know if somebody came on too strong. Now they got the Six of Pentacles. Wanting to invest in this, wanting to, now they've got something to give. And you're going to run right towards it, whatever that is. And they got the Wheel. You got the Wheel and the Emperor. This is kind of shaping up not so terrible. Nine of Wands in the reverse here. Okay, this is making more sense now. All right, way more sense now. All right, this person's showing up in double nines. We're going to say this is your person, Gemini, just to make this easier on me. All right, take it as it resonates, though. You know how it works. Your person was very close to being able to be in a commitment I don't know what it was that was distracting them or telling them that they were unable to invest in something, or that they, you know, I don't know if they were just oblivious to this offer or what. Something about this, they ran, all right? Ran for the hills. I don't know if before they just didn't want to deal with the drama or the conflict or the possibility of being hurt again. But whatever's going on here, this person's like head is a mess. They don't know what's going on with you. Ace of Swords in reverse. They don't know what the truth is. They don't know what up is. They don't know what down is. They still don't know what they want. What they feel towards the connection, you know, the two of you in the current situation with this 6 of Pentacles and 7 of Wands, is that there's a need to defend this connection. There's a need to, you know, defend ourselves here. And there's a need to come together and meet each other halfway. There's a need to, like, collaborate. Even though this person doesn't know what they want out of this relationship. They're showing the 3 of Wands in their back, you know, energy here. That they need progress here. They need movement. They need to come in your direction. They need to see something come of this relationship. They don't want it to be over, you know, coming up in the near future with that Death in reverse with the King of Pentacles. They still don't know what they want, but they just want to give it another go. You're showing up as the Emperor. They're showing up as the King of Pentacles in the near future, and the Wheel of Fortune's tossed in there. You're like, for the, you know, shoot, whatever. I'm just going to go for it. Go big or go home. Ace of Pentacles, 5 of Cups. I don't care if I get hurt. Emperor, let's do this. There, on the other hand, I don't know what I want, but I know I don't want it to be over, so Wheel of Fortune, what the heck? Let's give it a whirl. Literally, let's give it a whirl. There's a Ferris wheel in that Wheel of Fortune. That's how they're feeling. They're dropping their guard. 9 of Wands in reverse here. They're not, you know, playing the victim anymore. They're, you know, allowing themselves to open up to this. They were very defensive in the past, not wanting to do this. 9 of Swords. They were terrified. You, in the recent past here, you were just doing the most, Gemini. What is this? Like lifting boulders? I just got Shrek. Oh, that's a nice boulder. Like lifting boulders for this person. Helping them with their kids, like whatever, wanting to have their kids, whatever this is, all right? But whatever that was, you were doing too much. You scared them off too much too soon. Because the way that you were showing towards the connection to them was 2 of Wands in reverse. Like, this is, I can't, this is a no-go. It's a no for me. Now, you still just want it bad, all right? Bad. But in your back end energy here, like you feel like it's not going anywhere, like that there's nothing's ever going to come of this. Like Knight of Pentacles in reverse, you feel like this is not going to be seen through. I do like that you're having this like fool-like approach to everything. Like you're just like going to very jump in and be like, I don't care if I get hurt again. I'm going to do my best. I also don't like, I got to warn you, I feel like you're trying to control the wheel here. You got to let this play out naturally. Let this person come to you. Don't make any demands here. They're getting there, I feel like. There's something drawing y'all together. I don't know what this is. There's a lot of fear on their side and a lot of pain on your side. Like a lot of confusion on your side. On both sides, actually, with the confusion. You got to approach this. Yeah, like when I do feel like y'all will be coming back together at some point. Or that there will be another opportunity here of some sort. The wheel's bringing y'all back together. And when that happens, you need to like relax. I feel like you had a very big plan for how this was going to go in the past, and that did not turn out quite the way that you figured, and you don't understand why. You strategized it too hard. You tried too hard. You got to let this play out. You can't show. I usually like Emperor energy, but I don't like it with this when it's paired with the wheel. The Emperor thinks that he can stop the wheel. The Emperor is, you know, confident and cocky enough to feel like he can, you know, mess with fate here. You cannot. This person still considers you as an option, but I feel like if you get into that energy of trying to do the most or trying to, you know, this is hard, all right? Because look, I'm a Gemini Venus. We Geminis are very smart. They're chess players. They can see things 10 steps ahead of everybody else. They're fast moving energy. They like things to get done quickly. They don't like the slow game. They don't like the long haul, especially when they know how it's going to end up anyway. So why do we have to do all these extra steps? Why can't we just skip to the good part? They're not like that, all right? Your person is slow. They're slow, and they need to go through all the steps, and they need to baby step this. You were trying to, like, hurdle. Meet them halfway here. Chill back to a king energy instead of the Emperor. Like, ease up a little before you get your heart broken again, all right? All right, Gemini. That's the best energy check I can give for that at the moment right now. But if you want a personalized you versus them reading, make sure you hit me up. I would be more than happy to do that for you. That's literally my specialty. Even though I always try to get y'all to do anything but listen to just love on my channel. And all these videos are probably going to get like 200 views and I'm going to cry because I literally lost my voice doing them. And I hope people watch them. All right. All right, Gemini, that was your love connection reading. Hope you enjoyed it. Now, last two parts of your reading, we're going to pull you an Enchanted Spell Oracle and make sure that you check out the extended because it will give you an actual spell and herbs and things that you can use to help along whatever this energy is that they want you to focus on. Purity. Interesting. The read. October 28th to November 24th, Scorpio season. I feel like somebody else got this. Purity. Yeah, because she looks like Ahsoka from Star Wars. She looks like it ain't Jedi. Jedi mind tricks. Anyone listen to hip hop out there? The read. Purity. Dragons. Zen, calm, temperance I'm getting with this. Yeah, that's like an arrow going. Yeah, there's an archer arrow there. Cut through all of the illusion. Cut through all of the bull, all right? Don't let people steal, like, your innocence. I don't want you getting this. It's like I get this energy of, like, throughout your read of just somebody making you feel less than, all right? Please don't. What is this card? I've never seen this. Wishes. Oh, you had that come up earlier. You need to be very clear and concise with your thoughts. Ease them. Get them in balance. You need temperance energy, Sagittarian energy here. Reeds are also not bending, and they're hard, and they, you know, are used for construction and to cane people with, for Christ's sakes. You cannot bend. That came as your first card. Hold your vision. Taurus energy in reverse. You're having a, I just got hold the line. I got a bunch of Spartans trying to hold the line. Like in Vikings. Have you seen Vikings? If you've seen Vikings, you know what I'm talking about. Where they're battling with another clan and they're just trying to hold the line. That's what you need to be doing, is holding the line. Hold the line. What is that? Friday Night Lights? Clear eyes, pure heart, can't lose. Something like that. I don't know, Gemini. I'm having my Gemini tangent moments right now. All right, let's get your Mother Mary Oracle. See what she's got to say. Who's watching over you right now? Who's watching over my little Geminis? I want 3 shuffles, and I'm just going to pull one. Because I can't even be singing. I usually sing Let It Be when I'm shuffling these. Because they say, I find myself in times of trouble. Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom. Let it be. But I'm not in my singing voice right now because it's going. You guys have Our Lady who sends the angels. You know what, though? 25 energy. That's a 7. 5 plus 2 is 7. Invest. You have to do something. You have to start. You have to go do it. You have to realize that you have enough to give and go give it. When you do that, the angels are coming to protect you. You guys are highly protected, too. If this is the, you know, Mother Mary Oracle that is watching over my Geminis right now, that's probably one of the best ones to have. She sends the angels. That means whatever angel you need for whatever it is that you're doing, whether that be an ancestor, an angel, a guide, whoever, you're going to get it. It's coming to you. Also, a lot of you are coming, meeting your true person. Look at the little turtle doves, like sitting there loving on each other. Very protected. This feathery cape, this burning heart. How many pentacles is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. 7. Yep. I've got 7 pentacles. You got to do the work, though. Take a step, all right? Do something. Make any kind of motion in the direction of what it is that you want. And I feel like you guys are just reaping some kind of crazy good blessings and karma. It's very sacred heart energy. Heart chakra. Open it back up, all right? And that opens up your crown chakra. A lot of you guys are calling in a soulmate right now. I'm getting a huge Phoenix energy from this. heart looks like it's bursting open, and then all of a sudden it's like rebirthing. It's like taking all the stuff that these people have been telling you and trying to beat you down and into submission and to fit their narrative. Like the second you reject all of that as the analytical air sign that you are and realize that no, that is not a truth. That is an opinion. That's when your heart chakra starts to heal itself. And that's when you start being more wise and seeing what you need to do. And that's when you start calling in somebody on your vibe that will love you for who you are. Not these people who've been telling you you ain't shit, you ain't gonna be shit, all right? Leave them out of it. They don't pay your bills, so don't pay them no mind. All right, Geminis. I love you guys so much. I'm so glad I made it through your reading, and now I just got to do Aqua and then your extendeds, and hopefully we can get that done without my voice going all the way gone. All right, Gems, please book a personal reading. Support your girl. Send a donation if you enjoyed this reading. Love you big time, and don't forget to check out your free extended and all the cool links in the description box below. Bye, Geminis. I love you.